Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl LINT and I'm back again with another video. And so today's video we are going to talk about why Canada immigration is getting harder in 2026. We are going to have a very honest conversation where we break everything down for you. And so if you see me looking down, that is because I have some points written down that would help you make a clearer decision and that would give you a better picture about how Canada immigration is turning out currently. And so Canada immigration is definitely getting higher. There are a lot of caps when it comes to international students. There are also a lot of changes. Canada is prioritizing people that are already here rather than people that are from other countries, like from our home countries like Ghana, Nigeria, or any other country. And so one thing to take note of is because there are changes when it comes to immigration, there are definitely ways you also have to plan and strategize when it comes to immigration. And so people feel like it's getting harder for these three main reasons because of higher CRS cutoff points. And it's becoming higher because a lot of people are here currently. There are a lot of temporary residents who are working on their PR process, who probably have experience from back home and who have experience here. And so when they add all those experiences and very strong language tests and very good work experiences and everything like that to the charts, they definitely make the CRS points go higher, making it so difficult for people who are currently outside the country to gain access to be invited for PR in order to get their PR. Also, there are a lot of policy changes surrounding international students. So, if you're an international student here, you definitely have to get abreast with what is going on. You can't just stay in your seat or stay somewhere and think that everything is okay. No, there are a lot of changes surrounding. There are a lot of caps. There are a lot of changes. One thing I'll advise people to do is that you should still look at the categories that are in demand right now and make sure that you align your experiences, your education, and everything to those categories as soon as you can, because things are changing and you can finish with school and probably not even be in a category that qualifies you for PR, which is very dangerous. There's also increased competition. Like I said, when it comes to increased competition, we are looking at people who are currently here having all the work experiences, having experiences from back home, also being in the in-demand occupation, being in the same pool as you from home country. And so if you are from Ghana, if you're from Nigeria, if you're from India, working on your PR application, it becomes a little bit higher to get your ITA because there are a lot of people who are in Canada currently working on getting those particular invitations too, and they are in the same pool with you, having better Canadian work experience as well, shooting the point to a higher point. Now, when it comes to category-based job, I believe that currently, if you are in Canada and if you have the chance to even change your program, change your education, change a lot of things, then you should do it now because the category-based jobs are what the government is working on right now. For some time now, they've not done any STEM jobs, which is a little bit weird because a lot of people expected them to do more STEM jobs, but they've not done a lot of STEM jobs. Like STEM job as a category has not had any job in about 2 years, and so they are currently focusing on the healthcare and social services route. They are also concentrating on the French language proficiency route. They are concentrating on education. They are basically concentrating on those particular categories because they believe they need to increase French speakers. They believe they need a lot of people in the healthcare and social services space, and they also believe that they need a lot of people in the education phase. Now you can even be in healthcare and you might not be eligible, and so I would have a link in the description box. You can look at the particular occupations or job that qualify you for the healthcare and social services route, and the particular occupations that also qualify you for the education route. When it comes to the French category, there's nothing like a particular occupation that qualifies you for the French proficiency route, but then you have to have a job in a tier 0 to 3. That is one thing to note. Now we are going to talk about a lot of things and what it means for you generally. What it means for you is that if you're in Canada currently and you're doing a program that is not in an in-demand occupation, and you're still paying a lot of tuition fee for it, my sister, my brother, I would ask you to go back, revisit your choices, and go in for an in-demand program. Even if it means changing the university you are in, probably applying for study permit again and hoping that you can get into, or maybe getting into a college and applying for study permit again and getting into a program that is not an in-demand occupation, then that is actually the best. Because if you do not do that and you do programs that are not in the in-demand occupation, at some point in time, IRCC is going to get you. And if I say get you, you would get to the point where you've gotten your postgraduate work permit already. You want to transition into getting your PR, but then it becomes difficult because you are not in an in-demand occupation and no category is helping you. And so what it means for you is you should better plan. You should definitely look at stronger language scores, especially if you are in the bracket and you have everything. You are in the healthcare social service category, but then there's something not doing it for you. Anytime there's a job, you end up not being called. Maybe you had a CLB 7 and you decided to stick with CLB 7 forever because you felt like, why not? I've already gotten what is required by IRCC. Go back and write that particular test. But stronger test scores really, really do help you. Now, like I said, better program selection. Better program selection is very important. Even if you've done a 1-year program and you believe that that program is not going to help you in getting your PR later, why don't you just sit down and think about things, re-strategize, and go in for a program that is an in-demand occupation? That is something that you should note. Also, early strategy. If you've been watching my shorts, if you've been following my other accounts, that's my TikTok and all those other accounts, I've been talking about strategy. Strategy is very important when it comes to the PR process because a lot of us think about school, but we also think about PR. A lot of us want the opportunity to even get a PR and then decide if we want to go back home or even stay. And so if you are in that bracket, if you are like me who wanted to still get her PR but still decide if they would want to go back home or stay, then this is for you. You have to plan early. And so if you only have Canadian work experience and you don't have experience from back home, you have to find ways and means to increase your score just so you are competitive, because it's a global competition when it comes to express entry. You are not competing with people in Canada alone. You are competing with people all over the world. And so you are supposed to sit down, look at your options, check your scores, look at how to increase your scores, and better strategize. Canada isn't closed. I would say Canada isn't closed. People are saying that Canada, blah blah blah, they are not inviting people. Yes, they are not inviting, but people are still getting their PR. They are not giving people PR, but people are getting their PR every single day. They are just being selective. And so you also have to be selective in your program choices. You have to be selective in whatever you are doing. You are also supposed to strategize in planning your PR application later. And so thank you. This is all I have for you on why immigration is getting harder in Canada and how you can strategize to make sure that you achieve all the necessary things that are needed to make your PR transition easier. And so stick and stay with me. I'll be bringing you more videos and see you in my next video. Bye.